Scorpios. Welcome, welcome. How are you guys doing? My name is Patty. I am your intuitive empath that's doing your intuitive tarot, along with some astrology and numerology. This is divine based, divine guided, so I get my messages or downloads from the source, divine, if you want to call them God or universe or whatever, that is up to you. However, or angelic realm, it's up to you. However, my source is God. So hopefully this will give you some guidance on your journey, answer some questions that maybe you've been asking the second dimension, and this will help you in your day and future. Oh my goodness, I'm a little dark, aren't I? And then there was light. Anyway, sorry about that. So, hey Felix, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. As usual, I love your little icons. How fun. Fun, fun, fun. All right, so let's get started. This is for the week of the 21st through the 27th. So a couple things going on. Mercury retrograde is going bye-bye on the 22nd. Hallelujah, because there's been a lot of communication issues, a lot of fighting going on. If your computers and your phones have been glitching, definitely that is Mercury retrograde. We are going to still have the Saturn and the Pluto retrograde, so still some things going on up there. I'll share those on the 22nd. Again, the full moon reading that I am going to do is on the 22nd. It's not on the 24th, on the day of the full moon. Wow, really? Sorry. Because I'm going to be on the airplane the 24th. So I'm taking that risk and flying and going to go on vacation. So, and I'm going to a vacation where actually the numbers are fairly high with COVID, but nobody's wearing masks. Pretty interesting. But we'll see how it goes. But I will be doing some bonus readings from my vacation. So that'll be from either Universal Studios in Florida or from Disney World. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe 1 or 2 readings. Just depends on how things go. Hoping my knee holds up. So yeah, my knee's not still doing very good, but we are not going to let it stop me. No, not going to let it stop me. That's low vibrational, trying to stop me from having a blessing. So not going to let it happen. Keep moving forward. All right. So we have 2 energies out already. And what I said, wow, really, about was, who was it I just did? Scorpio. I just did Pisces. And they had the exact same card out for the Divine's card, the cow. Okay, so a lot of this has to do, and it's the number 2 about bringing something together, a partnership together. But the cow is about nourishment, abundance, and asking and receiving. So if you're going through something that is, you're on the fence about something, or you're coming to tarot like you have a question, you're not sure about something, something's not working out, that kind of a thing, then it is about what is being put into your mindset and what you're putting out. So it's like give and take. So ask and receive kind of a thing. So the cow is definitely about that. And it's also about abundance. So what I mean by that is when we ask, we should be receiving something. So it's like when we talk to the second dimension, divine. If we ask, we receive. If we don't ask, we're not going to get it. And a lot of the times people don't know how to ask or what to ask for. There's a video on that as well. If you want to talk to the divine, you've never talked to the divine, had a conversation with the divine, I have a video on how to start that. All right. But this is definitely about asking and receiving. It's about getting your abundance that has already been given to you. All right. And this is about, as I told the Pisces, garbage in, garbage out, love in, love out. You know, you give love, you receive love, that kind of a thing. All right. So this is the, whatever you're trying to ask divine for, this is your card. And if you have any questions, just go ahead and ask. Okay. The current energies for the 22nd through, or the 21st through the 27th is the Grail Knight. The Grail Knight is about romance, illusions, and seeking the sacred, seeking divine. And that's basically seeking divine for your answers, the source. Okay, we're going to go to the source first. Why would you go to a resource than the source? It's like when we we go to our friends for advice when we actually should be speaking to somebody who's experienced in it. So like, for example, somebody who's been married 35 years and you go to your friends who have been married a year. Hey, what do you think about this? You know, do you think we should do this? Or do you think, you know, I'm having problems in this? Why aren't you going to the 35-year-old couple that's been married? Sort of in that sense, all right? So our future card, now our future card for you guys that are new, I go through the planets pretty much for this to find out what energies are intertwining with the first card, the divines. And I do this in my head pretty much, but the planets are about disruption. And it's about coming together, the number 3. Okay. So disruption is like a distraction. It's something to pull you away from your focus, something to get in the middle to maybe cause you change your focus in some manner. Again, that's Mercury retrograde until the 22nd. Definitely Mercury retrograde is very disruptive, wants you to get off track, wants you to get off focus, wants you to get into that low vibrational energy, that kind of a thing. Some people may call it devil, Satan, evil, whatever you want to call it. However, it's a low vibrational frequency, pretty much, all right? Energy, okay. All right, so let's see what the divine has to say for your spread. And then I'm going to go into love and relationships at the end. And the reason why I do that is I'm not a love tarot. And the reason why I don't do love tarot per se is not everybody has love in their life every week, every time. And so I just think that it's part of what we are and not everything that what we are. So a lot of people have a lot more issues and problems that they should be taking care of before they get into a relationship, or if they're in a relationship. And so that's why I do it at the end. It's balance. It's called balance. All right. So anyway, that's why I do things the way that I do them. Oh, we got some growth here. Oh, wow. We've got definitely a disruptive power that is trying to mix in here. Very disruptive. All right, let's see. So somebody's still young. I want to say they're in their probably 20s, late 20s maybe. And your past has really been a curious past. So I think you've been in and out doing all kinds of things. Okay. But with the Page of Cups, what I like about the Page of Cups is becoming more mature. So been really curious, learning things, learning new lessons, you know, things of the past that you're just sort of trying to figure out. This person is really more articulate, more artistic. They love fashion. They like to look really, really nice. Take care of themselves is what I hear. So they're maturing. However, they're still curious and they're still young. So something it's in the past has been that part of you. Okay. Nothing bad about this at all. This has just been a sort of like me. I was curious about everything and I wanted to try everything. This is a person that's wanted to try everything. This is actually a really good energy because this keeps you youthful. But what I thought about this was really cool is you have the Fool right next to that. Another younger energy, but it's a very bright energy. This is your current card for this current energy right now. For somebody, things are actually going pretty good, but something is very new and refreshing and very pure about it. However, there's a little bit of curiosity that, you know, they're not sure about. There's something that they're just sort of like about ready to reach for it, but they're like, do I go for it? Do I not go for it? Or do I just keep on track where I'm at right now? This is a beautiful energy because not only with the Fool is it something new, it's something that you're about ready to take a leap to, but there's still a little bit of hesitance to it. Okay, but it's a very new, good energy. Again, this is allowing that abundance to come towards you, the Cow. And you want to keep this light energy. This nourishment that I'm talking about from the Cow is that light energy that high vibrational energy, that energy that keeps that curiosity going through the next, I would say that at least the next month. We want it to keep going forever, but the thing is, things happen. So we sometimes get sad. We sometimes have things happen. But in all reality, this is a good overall energy because you're moving forward. I feel like somebody is definitely moving forward. Okay. So 6. I'm looking at some of these cards here in their numerologies. This is interesting. So for the Grail Knight, you know, we have the current energy. This one is sort of, it's not disturbing. It's like, watch out. Okay, just be really mindful in this week. Because the Grail Knight is about romance, illusions, and seeking the sacred. And it's the number 6. However, the next card out is also the number 6. And it can throw you, is the devil. So I just want to say, I get this here. I keep hearing, watch out, be mindful, be awake, be aware. Because there's somebody definitely trying to deceit. Again, we're going back to the couch. Thank you, because he's loading my brain here. So he's saying, be really, really aware and be mindful of your wisdom to really understand and know when you're going to be deceived. Because what seems is not. Does that make sense? That's what he said. What may seem to be is not. But he said, what seems is not. And I'm like, okay, how do we say that in earthly language? Is what seems to be is not. Okay, so there's somebody coming up here in your future here. You're going to just really be there. It's also, thank you. They say that they're wolf in sheep's clothing. So the nourishment for you right now is to pay attention to your intuition. It's an illusion. Now, this could be coming into a relationship as well, because we got romance here. So if you're going to be dating or a first-time date or meeting or whatever, be mindful, pay attention to the red flags, pay attention to everything that's going on around you. This is not an energy I like at all. I almost want to rebuke this energy. It's like it's trying to come through, and it's a very heavy, heavy energy. Even to the point where if you go out drinking, please take your drink with you. Don't take it. Don't leave it. Don't whatever. This is not a good energy. It is with the romance part. It's an energy I feel that would be, slip something in your drink kind of a thing. Or, if you're not mindful, watching who you're around, that it could be somebody, I don't want to say kidnapping or anything like that, but I don't like this energy at all. It has to do with romance. It has to do with that. It's an illusion. It's definitely an illusion. I do not like this energy at all. But if the divine says it and wants me to say it, I have to say it. It's just to protect and make sure that you are awake and paying attention to everything around you, because the next card is the 3 of Wands. Looking forward, but paying attention to around you. Because you know what? No matter what in our life, there are people that are going to try to manipulate us, deceive us, to get what they want, to get what makes them happy, and this ends up not only wasting our time, which time is the most precious commodity that we have on this earth. Nothing can ever bring that back. It disrupts everything about us. And sometimes it doesn't disrupt just us. It disrupts a ripple effect of people around us. Because when we have an emotion and we share that, then that emotion rubs off on them, and that rubs off on them, and that rubs off on them. So you got to be really, really careful of this. This is definitely about something of the future. You got to really be mindful of this. All right. So, and also too, in this future energy, I love this. Your challenge is you're going to have some decisions to make again. And you're really going to have to be focused. And this is your challenge card, guys. This is your challenge card. It's the 7 of Cups. It is about a desire of your soul, a desire of your heart that you want to do. And maybe this energy that is trying to disrupt you so that you don't get it. Because what is it that the divine wants that the low vibrations want? Your heart. This is your heart. Be really, really mindful and awake and aware this week. Definitely be mindful, awake, and aware this week. All right. Let's see what we have going here. Boop. Yeah, definitely about your heart. We've got the 9 of, this is about what you're wanting. They want what you want, whoever this person is. I don't think it's somebody from work. I think it's somebody that might be new to your circle. They want what you want. They want what you have. Because remember, this is about asking and receiving. This is about nourishment and abundance. This is about an illusion. So what this means is what you want, what is coming to you, that's what the other person wants. Be really mindful of that. You work too hard to get what somebody else wants. A lot of cups here. So we have the 5 of Cups. I think the 5 of Cups is this energy here because it's laying right beside it. So this 5 of Cups person may come to you and they may have issues. They may have problems. They may be saying, you know what, wow, you know, it hit me hard. You know, financially I'm having troubles. You know, my wife left me, or my wife's thinking of leaving me, or, you know, things are just falling apart in my life. I feel like it's that energy. But that energy is also could be turning around and saying, look what I have. However, this is that energy that says is not what it seems. What did Divine say? I never can remember what he says half the time. Okay, so there is an offering, and I have a feeling it might be about money. Be real careful this week of anybody asking you for money, sharing for money. If you don't, this is what I tell my daughter. If you're going to loan money, honey, then just say it's gone, because a lot of the times you won't get paid back. So if you have money to give away and you don't care if it comes back, then give it away. It's not a loan because most of the time they won't pay you back. If it comes back, that's beautiful, but a lot of the times it won't. What people say is not sometimes what they mean. So if somebody's asking to borrow something or whatever, just remember this person may never give it back to you. All right. But you definitely, we've got that challenge card again. There's got to be a decision. Two of Swords. 2 of Swords. Something has to be decided. And you've got to decide based on the disruption. So somebody's going to have to get their listening ears really, what do you call those Bose, noise canceling headphones on. You're going to have to put those noise canceling headphones on. Focus in on what you want, you desire, not what looks as is, but go for the absolute truth of what the divine, that definite nourishment. What is absolute truth? Well, you don't know. Okay, listen to your intuition. That's absolute truth. And put those Bose headphones on because you need them. Those noise canceling headphones. All right, because you definitely need them this week. Because there's a lot going on. They want your happiness. They want your joy. They want your whatever you've got going good for you. They want that. They're jealous. They're envious. I don't know who that is, but boy. That's why the Grail Knight is saying seek the sacred. Seek the sacred, because that's where the answer is. That's where the source is. That's why I tell, people who have watched my videos for so long, they know that I'm going to tell you go to divine for your source. Don't go to tarot. Don't go to the cards. The cards are the telephone. Hello, divine, you there? And then he gives you the answers, kind of a thing. So the cards and anything, anybody who does what is it? Gosh, any of the tools that we use is actually for good or it's for evil, one of the two. But most of the time, and actually, tarot is actually designed for good, but people have turned it evil or occultish, kind of a thing. So it's just a tool. It's just a tool. Divine is the source. Go to the source, and that's your intuition. Your intuition and your messages that you're going to be hearing. Some people see, some people dream, some people hear, some people whatever your ability is. But if you're doing like I don't know rocks and crystals and all that kind of stuff, that's a tool. It's actually the person who's the conduit that is making it happen. All right, so we got the Four of Pentacles, more money, more swords, 10 of Swords. Wow, something ending again. And the 9 of Swords. Be really mindful this week. They definitely are trying to end this, end something. And it means just take away something. I do not like this at all. And with the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Swords together, that means that you're going to really, really lose sleep over this. You're going to have a really hard time deciding. And it won't be that hard to decide if you listen to your gut. Whatever this decision is making or this person. Four of Pentacles, this is about you got to let it go. Got to let it go, whatever it is. Because this is actually going to rock your foundation if you choose the wrong way. It's going to rock your foundation, whether it be foundation with a person, foundation with your job, because there's a lot of pentacles in here. There's a lot of cups in here. And it's going to sort of rock your communication for a minute because of the Mercury retrograde. That's I'm not worried about. What I'm worried about is the outcome. Put your noise canceling headphones on before you make any decisions this week. Don't make any decisions before the 22nd. Definitely. This is yeah, this one's a little disturbing. Man, I don't like this person who's trying to come in. And I look at people that, are very manipulative. I used to be that way. I used to lie and be manipulative. I used to get whatever I wanted. And unfortunately, because, they said when I was younger, I don't know, but I believed it because I was told it so many times. Oh, you have such an innocent face. And I'm like, if you knew what was going on in my brain, and I would get a different space. It was in the world space, not spiritual space. And that's sort of where this person is. It's that they're broken. They can be turned around. They can have something happen. In fact, it will. They'll have to have something traumatic happen to them to turn around. But the thing is, they're deep down a good person, but the devil's got them bound to their mind process. I don't know who this is coming towards you, but you've got to stay your light, positive self. You got to stay your upbeat self. You just got to listen to your intuition. Okay? Major disruption, I feel, coming. So be really, really mindful and awake to what is going on around you. And as an empath and intuitive, I've been coaching a couple people on intuitiveness and growing their intuitiveness. But the thing is that you really have to listen to it and not poo-poo it. When you begin to poo-poo it, it's like telling divine that screw you. You know what? I'm giving you this telephone. I'm giving you this tool so that I can protect you. Don't go there. Don't do that. But you're like, screw it. I'm human. I'm going to do whatever I want. And you go do it. And then you end up regretting it. But it's very, very important to really hone in on that intuitive side of you. Definitely. Because that's the divine talking to you. All right. So we're going to go into love and relationships. All right. So we have, I would say definitely for this love relationship, whatever it is. Now, again, like love can be, there's so many levels of love. There's 8 levels of love. There's, I think, 5 different love languages. There's a video on that as well on my site. Just type in love under playlists or something and it'll come up. But the Lady of the Mirror is about reflection and not judgment. So in this relationship, of whatever kind of love relationship this is, whether it's family, whether it's friends, or a lover, you have to look at yourself first. Because it's also the number 8. This is about your progress in your relationship, not theirs. So a lot of the times, thank you, he's saying that if you're not judging, comparing. If you're comparing somebody to somebody else, that's being judgmental to the point where you're not even giving that person in front of you the chance. And you have to be a reflection. This is, remember, I talk about manifestation. Reflection is what you give off is what you get. It's like, I'm sure a lot of you young people still know who Michael Jackson is. The Man in the Mirror, one of my most favorite songs is, and if you haven't heard it before, please go listen to it. Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. It is exactly that. We have to look in the mirror first before we can expect from somebody else. And when we expect, it's really still not reality until you get the information from the other person. So if I give love, if I say, for example, I love affirmation. I love somebody to tell me I love you, but I also love flowers. I like to get flowers. You might have a couple love languages. But if my partner gives me love in a way of touch, well, I don't really feel love that way. I mean, I do, but I that's not my love language. But he never gives me flowers or tells me you're beautiful or whatever. Then the love languages isn't talking. Again, this is the Mercury retrograde talking also as well. So we have to know what that other person's love language is. We have to know what that person's perspective is. We have to know what that person's, how their brain thinks, so that we can actually mirror that. And when we mirror whatever that is to them, then they feel loved. You have to be a mirror. And that's about relationship coaching, and I won't get into that right now, but that's where it is. Yes, exactly. Okay, Divine in the very beginning was talking about asking and receiving, right? This is a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. This is a time to give and take. Again, give time, give your perspective, get their perspective, but it is time to give more than take. This is really important in a relationship because each partner, if they give, it's not like, oh, they fill me up. No, we don't do that. You don't complete. Oh, you complete me. Was it Jerry Maguire's movie or whatever? You complete me. No, we should be each other's people. And then in the middle we come, and they're the dessert you add the topping on. That's all it is you're adding happiness. You're not being the happiness. You're adding happiness. And time is very precious. And I would say out of all the people that I have done coaching for, the number one thing that most people want, men and women, is quality time with their partner. So take a few minutes and give time. Nourishment. This is nourishment to your partner. This is nourishment and love to your partner. Being the mirror, giving back and doing whatever each other love, and not really comparing judgment against each other. Non-judgmental. You can't judge anybody. We're not God. Geez, we're all imperfect. We're all issues. We all have problems. We all have boo-boos. We all have a past that's broken. No matter if you had the healthiest growing up, there's still brokenness in there somehow and somewhere. All right. So I hope this was helpful to you guys. Scorpios, this is a hard reading. This is somebody's trying to come in that you don't want to let in. So be really, really mindful in this next week. Again, I don't know really what the full moon energies are coming up. So this could be during the full moon. Energies start for the full moon on the 21st. They start coming in really heavy, and then they don't start leaving until the 27th. So this is going to be a really interesting week. Really just pay attention to the disruptions. And if you need to diffuse and walk away or whatever to stop the disruptions, do that. This is going to be a really important week for somebody. And when you are struggling or you don't know, it's like, man, is this the person? Or, man, I really want to get out of this, or I really don't want to be here, or I really don't want to think this. This is when you need to go to seek the sacred one. Go to the second dimension. Help me. If you ask, he will help. Ask and receive. Help me. I need some wisdom down here. I really need them to go away. Can you make them go away? Ask and you will receive. I really need them to love me the way that I need to be loved. Show that mirror. Okay. All right. Don't forget that. And then the dailies are still going. I'm not sure if I'll do them in July, but we'll see. But the full moon reading on the 22nd at 11 o'clock. So please don't forget to like the videos. It really helps YouTube. Don't forget to like and then subscribe and hit the bell. I love those. So if you can subscribe, hit the bell. Thank you, Felix, for coming in. Thank you so much. I hope it helped a little bit. And I will see you guys next week. There will be some recorded, but I will give bonus ones from my vacation. Woohoo! So hopefully I'm not going to turn out like a lobster. I don't tan, I burn. So if I'm bright red like a lobster, I'm getting too much sun. All right. Talk to you soon, guys. Take care.